Let's pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today we will learn Suttantikadukamātikā. It is coming from Abhidhamma named Dhamma Sankani. So it is the first book of Abhidhamma. So in the beginning of that book have 2 kinds of Mātikā. One is Tikāmātikā, one is Dukamātikā. So Mātikā means here table of contents or metrics. So for the Pali term, one of definition is Mātikā is coming from Madhu and Ika. So Madhu, you may know Madhu. Madhu is mother. So Ika is similar to mother. So similar to mother means mother may give birth many children. So in the same way, the table of contents may give it is some titles. So later may give a very long saying in each. Because of this, we call it Mātikā. In English, or contents. Contents. So Mātikā is similar to mother. So based on that Mātikā, later may explain in wide ways. So it is called Mātikā. Dukkha is I think Dvi Ika. Dvi and Gan or Ka, like that. So Dvi is 2, Gan is a group. So group of 2. So making Buddha's teaching as a 2 group. So always divided into 2. So it is a dukkha. So before dukkha, there is a tikāmātikā. Tikā is a group of 3. So make Buddha's teaching or make ultimate realities as a 3 group. So like Kusala Dhamma, wholesome phenomena, it is 1. Akusala Dhamma, unwholesome phenomena, it is another. So Abhyagata Dhamma, Abhyagata is not yet taught phenomena. So what is taught is wholesome and unwholesome. The others are Abhyagata. So make ultimate reality into 3. It is called Tikāmātikā. So based on those Mātikās contents, later will explain wider ways, like become 7 books. So previously we learned just only 1 Mātikā, Tikāmātikā, in the Bhatana, like Kusala Dhamma, Akusala Dhamma, something like that. So Purima, Kusala Dhamma, Vichimana, Akusala Dhammana, That means kusala, akusala. So, based on first line, first group of 3. So, there are a few Matikas. Tikamatika is about 22. Dukkamatikā is about 100 over, like that. So, in the Pachana, in the other book, based on these Matikas, contents were explained. But about this Matika, it is especially not for the Abhidhamma books. Only we can find in the first book. But we cannot find these words. The other books, the other 6 or 7 books. So, because this Matika is just Abhidhamma, but for the Suttanta. So you see Suttantikā coming from Suttanta. So these words are coming from Suttanta. It is Suttantikadukamātikā, the table of contents comprising a list of groups of 2 Dhammas coming from the Suttanta. So these words we will learn is from the Suttanta, but we will approach as a Abhidhamma. So, introduction, Suttantikadukamātikā consists of parts of Dhamma terms taken from the Ekanipada and Dukkanipada in the Anguttara Nikaya, as well as the Sangiti Sutta and Dasottara Sutta in the Digha Nikaya. So you can read you can read these things. So the purpose is this is done by Sariputta, because Sariputta is especially take responsibility to learn and teach Abhidhamma. All his disciples are Abhidhamma learners. So he himself learned Abhidhamma from the Buddha. So the Buddha teach Abhidhamma in the Deva realm for 3 months. At his seventh vasa. So the same time, the Buddha come down human world, have left like a Namitta Rupa. Namitta Rupa is how to say disguised Buddha, because the Buddha is a human, so need to balance body, need to eat, walk and stand or sit, something like that. For the Devas, 3 months are very short. Their body is very healthy. They can sit just one sitting. So the Buddha have to keep disguised Buddha or to continue to give a talk. So the Buddha come down human world, go to Pinnapada in the North Island, rest in one forest, sandalwood forest. So Sariputta approached there, take care of the Buddha. At that time, the Buddha teach Sariputta very brief way. So at the same time, Deva realm the Buddha teach. That the Buddha teach Sariputta. The same things, but Deva realm widely teaching. For the Sariputta, because of very knowledgeable person, you may know he need to listen in just one stanza to have a Sotapanna, to be Sotapanna. So also he can count any water drops, rainwater drops in the earth. So you may think how to count. It is a knowledge case. knowledge is different people are different. Some people read one pages 2 or 3 times they can memorize. So for someone it is like impossible, but a knowledgeable person is possible. So it is different. So he can count any rainwater drop in the earth. So nowadays maybe we may have devices maybe able to count. So it is a knowledge case. If we practice knowledge, it can be different. Because of this, the Buddha teach Abhidhamma to Sariputta very brief way. So, but nowadays, the Abhidhamma we are learning, it is done by Sariputta, not by his knowledge, based on the Buddha's teaching. He just organized or in this way. So the Abhidhamma Sariputta teach is not so brief, not so wide. It is we call it Nadi Vitara, Nadi Singepa. Not so wide, not so narrow or small. So the Buddha, the Abhidhamma that the Buddha teach in the Tawadana realm, it is Vichara Naya, wider method. The Abhidhamma that the Buddha teach to Sariputta, it is Disankeba, very narrow or very small method. So the Abhidhamma we are learning, that is done by Sariputta, Nadi Vitara, Nadi Sinkeba, not very wide, not very narrow or very brief. Because of this, Sariputta, he learned himself, he teaches his disciples Abhidhammas. But Abhidhamma, his disciples all know like Cheda, how many Chetasika, Rupa, Nibbana, they know that. But in the Sutta, usage is a bit different. Let's say being patient. For example, Kandi. So what is a Kandi according to Abhidhamma? If someone being impatient, or forbearance, what is the main factors in mind? What is the ultimate reality inside that person's body? So it is Kandi, everybody understand being impatient. But Abhidhamma learner want to know what is the factor in his mind. So in this way, we try to approach. It is a Sutta terms, but trying to approach in Abhidhamma ways. So it is one of a traditional method we learn. Started from Sariputta, and this is. But not only that, any Sutta or any Vinaya we read in Myanmar, we try to change into Abhidhammas. For example, now Orientals are listening in Dhammas. What are the factors in mind? In the same way, teachers are teaching in Dhamma. What is it? What kind of Cheta he has? Is he sleepy? So something like that. Need to know. So in the commentary also occasionally they may do divination as a Abhidhamma ways. For example, taking in 3 refuges. Taking in 3 refuges of what? According to Sutta, may explain like some people bound down 3 times, it is also taking in 3 refuges. So some are announcing as a disciple, they take 3 refuges. So Bhyamayuk Brahman, he take 3 refuges by reciting in Namo Tassa, something like that. Meditator take 3 refuges by bestowing oneself. I offer my body to the Buddha. Usually they do. So in the Suttanta ways, taking 3 refuges is different ways. Some are bound down, some are announced as a disciple, some are reciting in Namo Tassa, some are reciting in Buddhaṃ Saranam Gacchāmi. So in the commentary we can read those definitions. But in one place, just say, what is the taking in 3 refuges? Taking in 3 refuges is Sutta, faith. Sutta Mulika Panya, the wisdom based on faith. It is the definition according to Abhidhamma. So, because of this, traditionally, we have to learn, we try to learn nearly every word. We try to know as a Abhidhamma, nearly every word. What are the factors, what are the realities inside the body. So, in Myanmar, still using that. Any words in the examination, trying to ask what kind of factor about this word. So have to take out. So it is also maybe important for the Vipassana practitioners, because the Vipassana practitioner need to see as a realities. What are you doing? Based on that, trying to contemplate your chaitas, chaitasikas. For example, listening in Dhamma or seeing in Buddha. So, trying to contemplate that person's mind. What kind of mind? What is the cause? What is the effect? Need to know. For example, you are listening in Dhamma, the sound is an object. So 8 kinds of consciousness, wholesome, one of 8 kinds of consciousness may arise within you. So the cause of that is like a yoniso manasikara, proper attention. So bhuvekata punyanta, the state of merit which has done in the past. So if someone don't have a merit, may not have a chance to listen to Buddha's teaching, something like that. It is the causes. What a result? Result is in the present life, the wise people will praise you. After passed away, you may reborn in the human deva realm. So something like that. So it is a result. Like Paticca Samuppada, about this birth. Paticca Samuppada is trying to find the cause of the past, also trying to see future what will be. So after that, we may contemplate, although we see causes arising and perishing, present time also arising and perishing. Past, in the future, will be reborn as a human deva. It is also 5 aggregates, rising and perishing. So you may contemplate as a nature, dukkha, anatta. So all are like, because it is Vipassana practicing. So because of this, Vipassana practitioner, we need to know about what we are doing, about that trying to contemplate Chaita Chaitasika. If we want to see external, so once we see some actions or some word, once we hear, we may try to think about the realities. So it is something combination of Abhidhamma Sutta. So it is the one of learning way about the Buddha's teaching. So in Myanmar, it is doing. It is doing. But some people, for what they are doing, they don't know, but still doing. Also, they may get already result using. So coming from what from which tradition, sometimes they may not know. Because of Myanmar, teacher and disciple not so ask questions. The teacher teaches according to traditional ways. The disciples are just listening, only input. So I found that this is one of the traditional way coming from like Suttantikadukamātikā. And so Suttantika way is approaching like that. So although we are reading in Sutta, every single word they're trying to change into ultimate realities. So now we should learn Vajjabhāgi Dukkha, first Dukkha. So Vajjabhāgi no Dhamma. So it is one sentence, but no verb. It also can be. If there is no verb, we may put usually but to be. But to be. But to be is MSR, was were, shall be, will be, or being. There is, there are, those are but to be, we call. So we can put but to be. So Vajjabhāgi no Dhamma. Dhamma is, there is such a nature. Dhamma, there is we put, we can add. It is but to be. So about the but to be, without writing in verb, we can write in Pali. For example, I am Janaka. I am may not need. I am Janaka enough. In Pali can write. So just two noun, but can put in the translation I am. So in the same way here, Vajjabhāgi no Dhamma, both are noun. So we may put there is or there are such a nature. There, according to Pali term, it should be there are. Nature, Dhamma is a plural. Nature, Sabbhava, no, may say phenomena, which is neither being nor soul. What is nature? What is phenomena? Is neither being nor soul. Just an element, just a phenomena. So, Abhidhamma way is no things, no person, no being, all are natures, all are phenomena. Even humans, just phenomena. Neither being nor soul. So we may think soul, just our view, no reality. So it is a Dhamma. Dhamma have some other meanings, but in this case, Dhamma is nature, phenomena. Phenomena means neither being, not being, and not soul. So Vajjabhāgi no, the Dhamma, which is approaching towards the eight types of Vajja as an association. So Vajjabhāgi no is Vajjabhāgi, no is a preposition. Vajja is 8 kinds of Vajja. Bhāga is approaching. So Bhāgi, if a Bhāgi, which has approaching towards 8 types of Vajja. Approaching way is here as an association, not as an object. So as an object is the Dhamma you see, you take as an object. It is another association, another kind of approaching. Association is rising in together, so as an association means not as a object. So the Dhamma, another translation, which is arising in the 8 parts, 8 portion of Vajja. Vajja have 8 portion. So Vajjabhāgi means arising in the 8 portions of Vijja. So, what is the ultimate realities? 4 Mahakusala Jnana Sambhyuta, 4 Mahakiriya Jnana Sambhyuta, 2 Abhinya, 1 Arahata Megacita, 37 Cetasika except Amoha, which is associated 8 kinds of Vijja. What are 8 kinds of Vijja? Such as Vipassana Jnana. It is also one of Vijja. Vipassana you already know, insight knowledge. When you practicing Vipassana, for example, you may see mentality, materiality, cause and effect. You may see arising and perishing. So if so, have a kind of knowledge within you. It is a Vipassana Jnana. So, Vipassana Jnana. So, another one is Manomayati Jnana. That is also wisdom Cetasika. Cetasika is wisdom. So, Manomayati means mind-made power. So, especially that is a kind of psychic power. If someone meditates, can have such a kind of power called Manomayati, mind-made power. Can create many bodies, like hundreds, thousands, the same person. So creating, it is a Manomayati. Vijja Jnana, it is also a kind of psychic power, knowledge. Knowledge to create different kinds of other powers, except creating many bodies, like flying in sky, sinking into the earth. So it is 80 Vijja Jnana. Next one is Brajita Vijnana. Bra is other, Jita is mind, Vijnana is knowing. So knowing others' mind, that is one of psychic power. Bhove Nivasa no sati. Bhove is in the past. Nivasa is stayed body. So Jnana is knowing, knowledge. So knowledge, so have stayed in the past. Now, the knowledge, knowing the beings, having stayed in the past. So Deva Chakku, Deva is a divine, Chakku is eye, Jnana is knowledge. So that person can see near or far, small or big, so everything can see, like a Deva's eye. Deva's eye can see. So everywhere you go, the Deva may see something like that. Because of this, Devas are very difficult to practice meditation. Because they can see each other. Maybe, so if a husband go to one place practice, the wife may see easily where you are hiding. So in the same way, like that, they are easy to go. If you want to go back home, well reach, just mind mate. So because of this, no hiding place for the devas. So if you cannot practice, so not easy to practice for the long time. So it is a Deva Chakku. So their eye is very good, not disturbed by like bad blood, bad phlegm bind like that. For the human beings, disturbed by blood, by phlegm, by liquid. So because of this, not so clear like Devas. Next one is Deva Sutta. Deva is a divine, Sutta is ear, Jnana is knowledge, divine ear knowledge. So human, but getting knowledge, can hear near or far, small or big, even the sound of insects or virus in the body they can hear. So Asavakya Jnana. Asawa. Asawa is usually translated taints. Some other translation have Kaya is destruction. Jnana is knowledge. It is for the Arahanta. If someone become Arahanta, so can get such a kind of knowledge. These are 8 kinds of Vijja. So Vijja means all are jnana, knowledge, wisdom, panya. So one Cetasika. Associating with that is Chaita Cetasika. So Chaita is what Chaita? 4 Mahakusala Jnana Samyutta. Can you remember which Chaita? I may need to write down. So Abhidhamma Chaita Cetasika. You need to learn like a 12 Akusala Chaita, you know. It is Akusala. 18 rootless Chaita. Mostly these are Rajatan Chaita. No power. So go ones 24 Kamavachara Sovana Chaita, 15 Rupavasara Chaita, 12 Arupavasara Chaita, 8 Lokottara Chaita. So if we this 24 is 8 Kusala 8, Vipaka 8, Kiriya 8, 24. So now you are listening Dhamma. So this is Kusala, one of Kusala 8. In the same way, if we Vipassana Jnana, if we practice Vipassana, mentality, materiality, one of these 8. So as a Chaita. So whatever we do, donation, respect, volunteer service, listening in Dhamma, teaching in Dhamma, any good deeds we do, one of these 8. So it is a Kusala. So in the same way, if this is a Kriya, this is Arahanta's mind. Arahanta, if he do like us, so Arahanta's mind is one of these 8. But our mind we call it Kusala, wholesome. For the Arahanta, we just call it Kriya, functional Chaita or mere action. Just action, not producing a result. Why? They don't have a craving. They don't have a new future life. Because of this, although they are doing something, will not produce any result. Because of no more lives. So, if we do this 8, we will have this kind of result. We will reborn in human Deva realm, we will sleep there. When we are sleeping also, with this mind, so because of this, if we practice Vipassana Jnana, one of this mind as a consciousness. Jnana is associating with Cetasika, associating with this Chaita. So in the same way, if Arahanta practice Vipassana, Arahanta occasionally he reflect. So Vipassana. If so, his mind is one of this. Especially if it's strong jnana, because of 8, 4 are no jnana, no wisdom, only 4. Kusala 4, here also Kusala 4 with wisdom, because of jnana, usage jnana. Because of this, the 4 Mahakusala jnana Sampayutta, it is 4 of 8. For the Arahanta, 4 of 8. So, because of this 4 Mahakusala Jnana Sampayutta, 4 Mahakiriya Jnana Sampayutta. So, it is for the Vipassana Jnana. So, next one is 2 Abhinya. 2 Abhinya. 2 Abhinya is Abhinya is this mind is Kusala 5, Kriya 5, Vipaka 5, Kriya 5, 15. For example, if someone meditates, breathing in or meditation or kasina meditation, will have a first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, fifth jhana. So that is no Arahanta's jhana. If Arahanta Arahanta have jhana, this jhana. First, second, third, fourth, fifth jhana. So after that, they do have a Sakya Bhava, do have a Abhinya, Sakya Bhava. They have to practice kasina. So 8 kinds of kasina from the beginning until the end, from the end until beginning, like that. On jumping in kasinas, jumping in jhanas, like that. Different kinds of like games playing in the mind. So at that time, the mind moving from one object to another object very fast. Even within 1 minute, they may change like hundreds, thousands of objects systematically. Fast and powerfully changing. Usually, those practitioners may not have other thought because of changing. Also, cannot be lazy until the bodily energy finish. Because of the mind have power, so without interrupting, they can do very interesting ways. So they can sit a long time. They have to move continuously one after another. So using all energy. So if there is a lot of energy in the body, for this bhasa, may be able to sit a very long time. Because of the mind, very strong. So, so if you can give more time, so more round you can turn faster and faster. So, so in this way, doing Gananga, later they may be able to produce Sakya Bhavas. Just what you want to do. For example, many body, want to be many body. So can be reflect. I want to be many, create many bodies. After that, go into the jhana. So Abhinya is Abhinya is just one mind moment. Fifth jhana, one mind moment. So according to do Abhinya, first of all have to do basic jhana. Basic jhana, fifth jhana. So after that, get up, emerge from the jhana, have to reflect what you want to do. Monomyati, let us say, want to create a many body. So at that time, think, I want to create a many body. So after that, go to again, foundation jhana or basic jhana. So fifth jhana. After that, one open process will have. So that process is like a Abhinya. Mind is just one mind moment. After one mind moment, so we have many bodies. So many created bodies. So that Abhinya is a fifth jhana mind. But not normal fifth jhana mind. After practicing many different ways. So, true Abhinya is for the no-arahanta, this is fifth jhana. For the arahanta, this is fifth jhana. So, true Abhinya is especially for the Manomyadi, Adivida, Prachaita Vijanana, Bhavanivasanosati, Deva Chaku, Deva Sota. These are 5 kinds of Sakya Bhavas. So, so that is Sakya Bhava done by this fifth mind. Not just gaining in jhanas, have to advance with the kasinas. In each kasina have 8 kinds of jhana. So 8 kasina, 8 jhana. So have to we have in the Visuddhimagga mentioned 14 ways, like from 1 to 8. 8 to 1, like that, jump skipping. In the same way, jhana also the same. From 1 to 8, from 8 to 1, and skipping. So nowadays, some people are practicing. Some people admit about seeing many past lives, many lives. hundreds, thousands, like that. So some are not so obvious. They gain or not gain, not so sure. So the last one, Aswakya Jnana. For that, after 2 Vinya, you see, 1 Arahata Mega Chaita. It is for the Aswakya Jnana, one of the Vajja. So Aswakya Jnana is a destruction of taints. It is just Duvi Arahanta. Duvi Arahanta have to practice Vipassana. So if we practice Vipassana, normally this mind, seeing materiality, mentality, cause and effect, rising and perishing. So have to do Gananga with this mind. So later, if they have enough discerning, so wherever they see, whatever they see, all are rising and perishing. So they don't want to see anymore. They want to go beyond. But cannot go beyond. All worldly things are rising and perishing. So have to mark as a suffering, as a impermanence, as a non-self. So if do Gananga, so it is possible to reach Nibbana as a object. So going beyond worldly things or beings. So Nibbana is the object of this mind. So first Mega is a Sodapatti Mega. So he will see first time Nibbana. So can dispel around view or doubt some kind of defilements. So have to practice again. So Vipassana. So next time second will see Nibbana. So can make defilements then not removed totally. So next time practice again. That Mega will arise, seeing Nibbana. So at that time, no anger, no attachment to the sensual pleasures. It is a Nagami Bhasa. So for the time, we see Nibbana, all defilements are what's gone. It is called Asawakya Jnana, the destruction of taints. So for that jnana, we get Arahata Mega Chaita. This Mega Chaita. So Vajja is knowledge, wisdom. It is a Cetasika. This is a Chaita. This is a Chaita. So Cetasika is 7 universal Cetasika, 6 occasional Cetasika, 14 Agusala Cetasika. Those are evil. 19 beautiful universal Cetasika, 3 abstinences, 2 elementables, 1 wisdom. So Vajja is actually with this Cetasika, Vajja. But this Cetasika associated with this, with the 4, associated with the 4, associated with Arahata Mega Chaita. So it is a Vajja. So because of this, as a Chaita, 4 Mahakusala Jnana Sambhyota, 4 Mahakiriya Jnana Sambhyota, 2 Vinya, 1 Arahata Mega Chaita. Cetasika only 37 Cetasika, except Amoha. Amoha is a non-delusion. Banya, the same as Banya. No Banya. Because Banya is a Vajja. Now we are saying Vajja Bhagi, approaching to Vajja as an association. Means Vajja's association only. We don't say Vajja. Vajja Bhagi. Vajja Bhagi is the Dhamma associated with the Vajja, not include the Vajja itself. So if we say my friend may not include me. So someone associated, once associated, people associated with me is not include me. Because of this, only 37 Cetasika, not include Banya. So because Banya is a Vajja, we are saying Vajja Bhagi, not Vajja, which approach Vajja as an association. So because of this, Chaita is 441. Chetasika is actually should be associating with this Chaita is 38, but minus 1. Vijja, Panya. So Vijja. So next one, which is associated with the 8 kinds of Vijja, such as those are mentioning about the Vijja, 8 kinds of Vijja. So classifications. After taking this Chaita and Chetasika, usually we do how many aggregates about this Chaita, like jnanas. This is 1, 4. This is 4. This is 1, like that. Chetasika 37. Those are Vijjabhagi Dhamma. So Vijjabhagino Dhamma, we can read in the Sutta. What is the factors? So these factors. So if you having vipassana knowledge about this, and Chetasika, possible 37, let's say 37 easily. So if you have a psychic powers, also here too. This is 2. So if we have aswakya, this 1, for example. So this is as a aggregate. How many aggregate? For example, 5 aggregate. Rupa, material aggregate. Here no rupa, no material aggregate. After that, feeling have, there is feeling here. So feeling aggregate. Perception here have perception aggregate. Formation is the other Chetasika is a formation aggregate. Because these consciousness are consciousness aggregate. So because of this 4 aggregates, means no material aggregates, rupa khanda. So after that ayatana, after that we do ayatana. Ayatana is how many ayatana? Chakha ayatana, eye sensitivity no have here. Sota ayatana, kana ayatana, jainva ayatana, kaya ayatana no have. Rupa ayatana, visible object. Sata ayatana, sound no have here. Gandha ayatana, no smell here. Rasa ayatana, no taste. Potapa ayatana, no tangible. Mana ayatana, okay, this is a mana ayatana. Mana ayatana. So another one, Dhamma ayatana, Chetasika is a Dhamma ayatana. As a ayatana, only 2 ayatanas. In the same way, Dhatu. Dhatu is 18 Dhatu. 18 Dhatu we have. So only 2. This is a Manoviññāna Dhatu. This is a Dhamma Dhatu. Like that. As a Satya, 4 Noble Truth. This is a 4 Noble Truth. There is a 2 Satya. 2 Satya is Dukkha Satya, mostly. The one is a Mega Satya. Mega Satya is Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa. Samma Ditti not included because of minus wisdom. Have a Samma Sankappa, Samma Vaca, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. These 7 factors associated with this Chaita, not the other Chaita. So Vitakka is 2 types, associated with this Chaita, associated with the other. So for the Mega Satya, Vitakka associated only with this Chaita, only Mega Satya. So as a Satya, only 2 kinds of Satya, Dukkha and Mega Satya. So usually we take ultimate realities, after that we do as a Khanda, 5 aggregate. Because of Vipassana practitioner, so first time may do very details. Finally they will do as a 5. So as a 2, some people may practice just a Nama Rupa. So Rupa is changing, Nama is inclining into the object, So by seeing two factors, nama rupa, they practice. So if you are bored by practicing nama rupa, two category about five aggregates. So materiality is a materiality aggregates. Feel happy or feel sad or feel normal. So feel aggregate. So it is the whole life, or even past, present, future life have a feeling, one of a feeling. So it is a feeling aggregate. So in the same way, sanya perception, marking. All the time our mind is marking. Sanya is a seven universal. So any Sutta, any time we have this marking, the whole life, or the whole line can practice marking. So sanya aggregate. Sankhara is the other cetasikas. The other cetasikas have different functions for each. But as a group, we call it sankhara, forming something. Now you are listening to something. Cetasikas are forming these actions to listen. So especially led by Cetana. So forming these actions, listening actions. For me, forming the teaching actions. It is a sankhara. So maybe less factor, maybe much factor. Anyway, these are formations, aggregates. So taking in the object, getting in the object is a consciousness aggregate. So the vipassana practitioner may practice any dhamma. What are we doing? So as a two, nama rupa. So it is maybe a bit lazy way. So if you are quite clever, may do as a five aggregate. So if you are bored with the five aggregate, the next one is 12 ayatana ways. When we see something, this is a rupa ayatana, the eye into the eye is chakayatana, consciousness is mana ayatana, cetasikas are dhamma ayatana, so 4 ayatana. Now you are listening, the sound is sat ayatana. So your ear sensitivity is sota ayatana. Ear consciousness, the other consciousness is especially ear consciousness. It is mana ayatana. Associated cetasika, associated is dhamma ayatana. So you can do like that. So or arising or perishing, or you may do nature dukkha anatta. Something like that. So vipassana practitioner can practice many ways by making in different groups. So because of this, we teach dhammas and train in this way to make quickly 5 aggregates, 12 ayatanas, and 18 dhadus, and 4 sajjas. So any dhamma we take, trying to be 5 aggregate. How many aggregate can get in this dhamma? So how many ayatana we can get? So train. So because of this, Vidhamalanas, especially in Myanmar, they can do very fast about that. After taking in this dhamma, how many aggregate? So how many ayatanas? How many dhadus? How many sajjas in this dhamma? So because to practice vipassana. So vipassana practicing is doing as very detailed, also how many cetasika counting. Also they do as a combination. So what is good by combining? Because for example, 5 aggregate materiality all the time we have the whole life. Sometimes vipassana practitioner may see the whole life as a line. So all materialities are one group. So aggregate means a group. Group means for the Chaita, how do we group? One time, only one consciousness. So group is past, present, future. They can group. So because of this, feeling only one, but it can be group. And so sanya only one can be group. So consciousness at one time, only one, but it can be group. Why? How to group? present, past, present, future. It is one of a grouping way. Internal, external, inferior and superior, inferior and superior. Hina Panita, Ijada Veda, Dura Asana, Niya, Fa. What else? Cross and subtle. So they can do as a line. So because of this, sometimes a Vipassana practitioner may see past life, present life, future life. Keep as a line, materiality one line, feeling one line, perception, formations, and consciousness. If we do very detailed, like a Phassa Vedana, cannot do very long time because of some kind of mental factors is not like the whole line. But as a aggregate can be the whole line. So because of this aggregates, this word is also meaningful. So only feelings one, how to aggregate past, present, future. So it has become group. So our body is just a group of 5 aggregates like that. So many different ways may practice. So now we finished. Next one is dukkha vimutta. Vimutta is free. Dukkha is dukkha. Free from avijja bhagino. Oh, still have avijja bhagino adding up. Avijja bhagino dhamma. The Dhamma, which is approaching towards the 4 types of moha. Moha is a delusion. Moha is a Bali. In English, delusion. So avijja is a delusion. Vijja is a knowledge. Avijja is a delusion, ignorance. So bhagi is which is approaching. So the Dhamma, which is approaching towards the 4 types of moha, avijja, the same, which are covering the 4 noble truths. As a association. As a association is to connect with approaching. Approaching in which way? As a association, not as a object. So not saying moha, approaching moha, the Dhamma, which is approaching moha. So another definition, or the Dhamma, which is arising in the parts of moha, in the portions of moha, which are covering 4 noble truths. So moha covered 4 noble truths. We cannot see ourselves as a suffering like that because of covered by delusion. So covered by moha. We don't know the cause of suffering like that. We don't know nibbana. Although nibbana is having, but our delusion covered the object. So become dark. So moha has nature to cover the object. So we cannot see 4 noble truth. If to dispel moha, we have to practice vipassana. So if we practice vipassana, light may appear. So may see nibbana. So we see 4 noble truths. So ultimate reality, that is the Suttanta term. Suttanta avijja bhagino, they say the Dhamma, which is approaching towards the 4 types of moha. What is that? So akusala, 12 akusala chaita. You see the above. 26 cetasika. Actually, akusala chaita associate with the 27, but not include moha. Why? Here saying is approaching towards the moha, not include moha. Like if someone say, what are your friends? I cannot include myself because asking friends, associations. So 26 Cetasika except moha, minus moha. So classifications. So these Chaita is 4 aggregates, not including Rupa aggregate. So Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, and Chaita. 2 ayatanas, 2 dhadus, 2 sajja. 2 sajja is which sajja? 2 sajja. Dukkha sajja. Craving. Among Cetasika there is a craving. Craving is a samudaya sajja. So 2 sajja. So 12 agusala chaita. 12 agusala chaita. 12 agusala chaita is a dukkha sajja. So Cetasika 26. Among 26 there is a craving. Craving is a samudaya sajja. So the others are dukkha sajja. Only 2 sajja. Dukkha sajja and samudaya sajja. Okay, we should go. Next one, dukkha vimutta. Also, we have to learn dukkha vimutta, free from dukkha. So, in this 2 dukkha, only include these 5 chaita, Cetasika 37. These 12 chaita, Cetasika 26. The other chaita, Cetasika, also still having a rupa, nibbana. So those are free from dukkha. What are free from dukkha? 16 kusala chaita. Except for mahakusala, jnana sambhyutta, 1 abhinya, 1 arahata mega chaita. Kusala originally 21. 21 you see here. 8, 5, 13, 17. Here still have Kusala 21. Here 4. Vipaka 4. Kiriya 4. So Kusala is only 8, 5, 13, 17, 4 mega 21. So these are Kusala 21. So learning Abhidhamma is like this. You have to count Kananga. I hope later you will be clever. So for us, like 2 pasa, we have to recite 9 times. So about after 1 month, we can count everything fluently, like that. So, because Abhidhamma is just a method, not enough. So, method and exercise have to do together. So, if so, it can work. So we can write or recite these things very quickly. So, because of some ways. So, Kusala is originally 21, but minus these things. So, 21 minus 5. How left? Oh. This is a kiriya. No, not that. 4. 21 here. Then this is Arahata Mega. So here 4 we minus 4 Mahakusala. or dukkha. 64 Mahakusala Jnana Sambhyutta. So already should be 2140. 17. So 1 Arhatamaga. So 16. So Abhinya is although minus here. Abhinya is a fifth jhana. Although Abhinya minus, we still have a normal fifth jhana. So not reduced. Not reduced. One Abhinya, although minus, not reduced. Because normal meditator have a fifth jhana, but no psychic power. They got fifth jhana, but their fifth jhana is not Abhinya. So because of this, fifth Abhinya, although minus, not reduced. So because of this, only 16. So that next one, 36 Vibhaka Cheda. It is all. Vibhaka is 36 here. 8, 5, 13, 17, 8, 13, 17, here 4, 21, 21, here still have a Vibhaka 7, 8, 3 Kiriya. So these are Vibhaka. So 15 become 36. Vibhaka is here 8, 5, 4. Phala also Vibhaka. This 7 also Vibhaka. This 8 also Vibhaka. So this is a result of akusala. This is a result of kusala. So it is like eye consciousness, ear, nose, tongue, body consciousness, accepting and investigating. This is eye, ear, nose, tongue, body consciousness, receiving consciousness 1, but investigating in 2. Associated pleasant, neutral feeling. So those are Vibhaka 36, not included in the dukkha. 16 Kiriya Cheda, except 4 Mahakiriya, Jnana Sambhyutta, and 1 Abhinya. Abhinya, although minus, not reduced, because still have a normal fifth jhana. So next one, 38 Chedasika. Chedasika 38. So it is all. So amoha in the Mahakusala Jnana Sambhyutta, Mahakiriya Jnana Sambhyutta, 2 Abhinya, Arhata Mega Cheda. So in the 38 also have a Banya Amoha. Also have to take out Amoha in the Mahakusala Jnana Sambhyutta. It is associated with these Cheda. Because in the Vajjabhagino we just say, how to say, Bande is a friend, not include Bande. So something like that. Jnana, wisdom's association. The association of wisdom means wisdom not include. So wisdom, this Chedasika associated with like 4, something like that. So associated with this 4 is now separately take out. In the 38 also have a wisdom, amoha. So now still having separately amoha in the Mahakusala Jnana Sambhyutta, Mahakiriya Jnana Sambhyutta, 2 Abhinya and Arhata Mega. Those means those are 8 kinds of vajja. So 8 kinds of the wisdom in the 8 kinds of vajja. So it is also free from dukkha. For example, now you are learning Dhamma, so in your mind have a wisdom. That wisdom is among 38. Among 38. So someone may practice vipassana So he has a wisdom. His wisdom is amoha in the mahakusala jnana. So it is a vijja, but no vijja bhagi. Vijja and vijja bhagi is different. Something me and my friend is different. Vijja bhagi is saying vijja's friend, vijja's association. So means no vijja. So vijja is in the dukkha vimutta, not included in the two types in the dukkha. So next one, moha in the 12 akusala. Because in the second Pali, you see, avijja bhagi. Avijja is moha. Bhagi is avijja's friend. So avijja's friend is 12 akusala, 26 cetasika, not including moha. Because of they are not including delusion, avijja. So avijja is in the free from dukkha. So mahakusala jnana sambhyutta, mahakriya jnana sambhyutta, 38 cetasika, which are not vipassana function. For example, now you are listening, you have a mahakusala citta, but it is not in the dukkha. No vijja bhagi, no avijja bhagi. Because vijja bhagi is vijja's friend, knowledge's friend. What are knowledge? If someone practice, it is vijja, vipassana. But you don't practice vipassana, you are just learning Abhidhamma. So the same types of citta and cetasika, but not mean vijja bhagi, no. Not mean vijja bhagi, no. So you see mahakusala jnana sambhyutta, mahakriya jnana sambhyutta, 38 cetasika, like the same as we take. We took the same citta, but different function. For example, someone may practice vipassana. If so, his mind is vijja bhagi. Mahakusala citta the same, but you listen, learn Abhidhamma is mahakusala, but no vijja bhagi. It is another type, like that. So citta is the same, citta cetasika is the same, but no vijja bhagi. Vijja bhagi means must be vipassana or must be psychic power, must be asavakya, arahantas. One. So if the others, although the same citta, not in the dukkha, outside the dukkha. 28 rupa, totally no rupa here. Rupa is outside of the dukkha. So nibbana. It is a goal we call it dukkha vimutta, free from dukkha. It is not difficult. If we know that the dukkha, we will know something free from dukkha. So basically, like we have a citta. Citta is 89 citta, cetasika 52, rupa 28, nibbana. That is the ultimate reality, that's all. So some go into the dukkha, then something the left, it is free from dukkha. Free from dukkha. So these dhamma divide into two. Some are vijja bhagi, no? Some are avijja bhagi, no? Some are free from that two, like that. So only we need to know is although here cetasika wisdom many types. Now you learn Abhidhamma, have a wisdom associated mahakusala 4. Someone here practice vipassana, mahakusala 4, have a wisdom. But his wisdom, his mind is vijja bhagi, no. But your mind is no vijja bhagi, no. So, it is a need to understand. In the same way, someone pay homage to Buddha, the same types, but it is no Vijjavāgi, no. Vijjavāgi means you may practice vipassana, you may have a psychic power, or you may have a destruction not taints, arahanta. Only that, only Vijjavāgi. The others are no Vijjavāgi. So because of this, in the Dukkha Vimokkha, you may see the same thing again. The same thing again. So it is to train knowledge, knowledge how to classify like that. Okay. So so we should go a little bit next one. Time order near to finish. Because of Vijjavāgi is not so for us or something not good so understanding. So next one is Vijjupama Dukkha, second Dukkha. Vijjupama is Vijja Upama. Vijja Upama. Vijja is wisdom. Vijju and Upama. Two words are. Vijju is lightning. Upama is a simile. But this is a kind of Pali combination. We cannot translate the simile of lightning. Just that we cannot do. Because there is a Dhamma behind the same preposition. It must have a Dhamma. So we have to translate Dhamma, phenomena, which has simile of lightning. Like a Buddha's name, one of the name is Dasa Bala. So Dasa Bala is 10, Bala is power. Cannot translate 10 power. Because behind have a Buddha, Dasa Bala Buddha. The Buddha which has 10 power. So not mean the Buddha's power. If it means the Buddha's 10 power, you can translate 10 power. But it is in the sentence Dasabala Buddha, Buddha which is Dasabala. If so, which has 10 power. So it is one of difficult combination to translate for the Pali. Quite many. So in the Bodhisattva's name, Mahosada, Maha-Osada. Maha is a great, Osada is a medicine. So when he got this name, once he was born, the king of Deva put one medicine in his hand because he is a Bodhisattva. The king of Deva wanted him to be obvious, to be famous. That is a great being, should not be normal person. Should be famous. Because of this, he put a medicine in his hand. So that medicine is a Maha-Osada. Maha is a great. Osada is a medicine. So his father asked to him, what is it in your hand? So he said, Mahosada. Maha-Osada. Great medicine. Okay, if you want to translate for that medicine, can translate great medicine. But later people call him Mahosada. So translation in Bali will change. Definition will change. Which has great medicine. Because it is a means person. So in the commentary, in the definition, different definition. So Mahosada, the word is the same. But one is for the medicine, one is for the person. So if it is for the medicine, you can translate a great medicine. It is a means medicine. So, but later people change, call him Mahosada. So for the person, I have to translate, which has great medicine. Those similarities are many, like Dasabala, 10 power, it is Buddha's name. Because the Buddha has 10 power. So because of that 10 power, people call him 10 power. So our translation should be which has 10 power. So in the same way here, Vajupama Dhamma means Dhamma, must have Dhamma. If you translate simile of lightning, so cannot be Dhamma. So it is just lightning, saying lightning, no means Dhamma. So to be means Dhamma, have to translate the Dhamma which has simile of lightning. So you should know about this combination in Bali. So very possible to translate wrongly. So I'm trying to translate always who has, which has, but in English may have a different kinds like possessing of, like of, with, like that. So to know grammar, Pali grammar, trying to be which has or who has, it is another adding. So similar to lightning, what is the ultimate reality? Wisdom in the lower 3 mega chaita. So lower 3 mega chaita, you know mega chaita in the lower Sotapaddi mega, Sakadami mega, Anagami mega, Arahata mega. So because lightning is just lightning, at that time you have light, but after that dark again. For the Sotapanna, he see Nibbana, after that now you removed all kilesa. When the kilesa come, dark again. Visakha may cry. When her granddaughter passed away, so dark. So because Visakha is a Sotapanna. So Bandi Ananda the same. When the Buddha passed away, he cried. He teaches other people who are crying not to cry. So because the people are crying by seeing him, where you left Buddha, like that. When he come back from the Kusinara, but when he reached a monastery, cleaning Buddha's room, so preparing Buddha's bed, at that time he also cried. So it means those Sotapaddi wisdom is just lightning. When kilesa arise, dark again, but it cannot be so dark, and cannot be so evil, but still darkening, have to cry, something like that. They were, oh, you are crying, how can you stop other people? So at that time he stopped. So that is something Kupasan's nature. May lose sometimes, but if other people say something, they will get Dhamma again. They were trying to control. So because of this, Sotapaddi mega wisdom, Sakadagami mega, Anagami mega wisdom is can dark again. So lightning is at that time quite light, but after that dark again. So next one we should see Vajirupama, Vajira, Upama. 2 words are joining. Vajira means here translate thunderbolt. Vajira is the weapon held by king or deva. So whatever he shoot go through. Any material cannot be normal or break down. So nothing can exist, can consistent or something without breaking cannot be. So whatever the king will shoot, even mountains, stones, all will break. So it is a thunderbolt. So Upama is simile. But you cannot translate a simile of thunderbolt because it must be means Dhamma. Not saying just a simile. So because of this, which has a simile of a thunderbolt, the Dhamma, which has the simile of a thunderbolt, means similar to thunderbolt. So what is that? Banya, wisdom. In the Arahata mega chaita, So, if someone have Aradhamaka Chitta, and the wisdom arises within him, that wisdom can penetrate anything, can destroy any darkness, any defilements, cannot be dark again, cannot be normal again. So, because of this, that Panya is similar to Thunderbolt, Arahanta's wisdom, no more dark again. So, so Suttanta may say, Vajirupama Dhamma, Vajupama Dhamma. What is the real factors? We may not know if we don't learn those things. So, and now here say, Vajupama is wisdom, Vajirupama is wisdom. So what is ultimate reality need to join. So, if so, our definition will be clear. So, it is one of the learning ways for the Buddha's teaching. So, something we may have many things. Someone say habit. For example, what is a habit? What Dhamma? We say habit. And this is my habit. So in a Dhamma, what? Something like that. So there are many things we need to know about the word. So we cannot stay just conventional saying. So this word, which means, so we need to know, especially for the Pali terms. So in our learning, every single words that we learn, trying to change into the Abhidhammas. It is good to learn more. I think may understand about the language more, may understand about the Dhamma. Because sometimes a bit complicated. So taking in three refuges, which statue? If I'm pay homage to Burmese statue, okay or no? So most of bandits are coming from Burmese. So how about if I pay homage, the Singapore not producing statue. So Malaysia may pay homage to Malaysian statue. So it is taking in three refuges or breaking in three refuges, something like that. Because of this, just words, not yet enough definition. We need to know what are actual factors in Abhidhamma ways. So it is called Suttantikadukamātikā. So approaching Sutta or conventional truth as a ultimate realities in Abhidhamma ways. So if so, we will understand more. In the same way, sometimes like rules and Abhidhamma. So breaking rules and attention or intentions Abhidhamma way. So rules is for the society, for the conventional truth. Sometimes, in some cases, we need to approach in both ways. How about as a rules? How about as a intention? So we need to understand. Maybe for the worldly concern is more rules. If you not break your rules, nobody complain you. Nobody can catch or put into the prison. So, but for the Buddhist, although we can be free from rules, can be free from conventional truths, still have intention, our karma, another consideration we have. Sometimes we can do something as a rules, but we cannot do as a intention, as a Dhamma. So clever people like Buddha or noble persons, they're trying to trying to be free from in both ways. Trying to be free from rules, also trying to be free from evil desires. Because of this, you may see Bhanisariputra giving in Dhamma talk, but the person not interested, because he is a killer, killing many people, because encouraged by king. He's a worker to kill people. So about 50 years. So because of regret, remorse, cannot listen Dhamma. At that time, Bhanisariputra asked him, do you kill because of your desire or because of king's order? Do you kill? So, because of king's order, king's encouragement, not because of my desire. At that time, Bhanisariputra asked again, if so, is it your fault or king's fault? So he become happy. Become happy and can listen Dhamma. After passed away, he reborn in the Deva realm. So it is changing his mind to misunderstanding. But you cannot say, Bhanisariputra, you are telling a lie. Because he is just asking questions. Do you kill because of your desire or because of king's order? You see? Just a question. Is it your fault or king's fault? So, that is a question only. If he say, oh, it is not your fault, it is a telling lie, actually have a fault. So, he just make a question. So, as he is saying, conventional truth, he said, okay, nobody can complain him. So also, what is his intention? To listen Dhamma well, to have benefit. So intention is good. His saying is still correct, although leading to misunderstand. So it is the way they do. Although intention is good, they were not trying to say it is not your fault or something like that to make other people happy. Noble person will not do like that. But a normal person may do. If so, what is the decision? For example, a decision is sometimes according to Vinaya rule, according to Abhidhamma. Like that, pull out the grass in the pagoda ground to clean the pagoda. It is a kusala mind for the bhikkhus, but breaking Vinaya rule. Something like that. Because of this, what affects us inside, to know that quite important, quite useful. When we read commentaries explanation, sometimes they were trying to explain in this way. Sometimes the conventional way, they will do definition. Sometimes they will do definition according to Abhidhamma ways. Without understanding these things, we may not understand something. Mahabharinibbana Sutta, Atta Dipa Bhikkhave Vihārata Atta Sarana. You should stay depending on own self. Like that. Making your own self as an island. What is the meaning? In the definition, they change as a Abhidhamma. Because of this, those teaching is maybe starting point is from this way, Bhanisariputra's way. It is still using in the commentaries, the definition, also still using in Myanmar in the examination. So even learning in Sutta, some words they take out and ask a good question. What is realities? So it is nearly every words they're trying to do. Any computable words they were trying to change, like habits. What is the habits? Or something like that. It is one of advanced learning way about the grammar Abhidhammas. So may not the outside of Myanmar, the people outside of Myanmar may not notice about this learning. This Dukamātikā also rarely teach in the, I think, a foreign country, because this is may not be in the Patana, may not be in the other books of Abhidhamma, but it is useful when you read Sutta to approach as a Abhidhamma. So this kind of teaching is coming from Bhante Sariputta, but until now, using in wide way in Myanmar, nearly every Sutta, when the teacher teach, so they ask what are ultimate realities about these words. So, okay, we should stop. Sharing merit. Idame punyam nibbanasa pacayo hodu mama punya bhagam sava sadanam bhajemi te sabe me samam punya bhagam lavantu sadhu sadhu sadhu.